travesty to historians everywhere.
Yeah!
Where are they?
Yeah, just a hot dog, actually.
Sleeping in the clothes on.
Opening the window.
Tell me.
Welcome, everyone. And as you noticed, Mega 64 Nighttime Release Day is here. Our Blu-ray, it is a collection of our works from 2007 to 2009, the IGN era of Mega 64 videos. We put this on DVD in 2010. It's been out of print since then. Now it's back. It's a Blu-ray with all new features. Never seen before. When are you going to pick up your copy? I'll tell you when right now. Shop.mega64.com. It's not too spooky. You're brave enough. Go there, get the Blu-ray, or get the Ultimate Fright edition of the Blu-ray with even more extra stuff. A little book, a little thing, a poster. You got it.
You want
Go
it, you
now.
got it.
Shop.mega64.com. Go pick that up.
Well done. Well said. Today's the day, August 16th.
Yes.
Nighttime has returned
Yes.
to the land of Mega 64. And it's about time because, these resellers have been selling this thing for thousands of dollars over at, Salvation Army,
Yeah.
Goodwill. And I'm tired of Goodwill
I have no
getting
more.
all the profits.
They burned out our Goodwill. We have no more Goodwill.
Exact. Bad will.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about that.
And whenever I go in there,
Fuckers.
they don't even have any VCRs anymore.
Motherfucker. No, Goodwill does not have...
What's the point?
Goodwill doesn't have the VCRs anymore. You got to go to the third string.
Yeah.
I just collect VCRs. I probably have like 4 VCRs in my house. So you need one, I'll hook you up.
Oh, no, I'm in the same boat where I think I have 3, but I keep going to find a 4th.
Yeah.
Just because.
They're like 12, 15 bucks
Yeah, bro.
when I find them. So I'm like, I'm taking it.
What if my
Yeah.
first 3 break?
But I will say that it's always a gamble. You have to find a tape you don't love when you put in that
Oh, yeah.
brand, new VCR that you got from the thrift store because it's like, well, let's probably eat this tape.
You got to clean the head. Watch a YouTube video. You unscrew the top of the box, pop that off. They go in there.
Void the warranty.
Yeah, void the warranty. Oh, yeah.
Without
Magnavox is no longer gonna repair this, whatever VCR stands for, video cassette recorder.
You got it.
Yeah.
without going into it too much, there was something we filmed yesterday and at a location, and they had the most pristine VCR DVD player combo where it's like, is anyone even using this? Can I please just take that? Can I have this? No, who's playing a movie?
Oh,
in here?
they're playing them.
That's like train spotting, dude. You want to come rob old people? And
No. I'm just saying. I saw it and I'm like,
For your
come on,
addiction?
Come on, strike out. Give me up with the deal.
Come on, your retro media addiction, bro. It's got you thinking crazy thoughts about displacing the elderly.
Kevin just found a bag on the side of the road full of VHSs, and he let me go through and pick out what I wanted.
It's all
hell yeah.
snuff films.
No, but it was like, oh, this is like Carl and Ray's wedding from 1991. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And like, there's nothing more relaxing to me for whatever reason to like put on that while I'm like working, answering emails or whatever I'm doing. And it's just so cool to see, like, look up, like, oh yeah, they're getting married. How about good for them. And they go back to work. It's just a nice little thing that people had forgotten. A little moment in time.
Not creepy at all. Just watching
Is that
other
not-
people's
Yeah,
wedding.
Exactly.
Is that creepy?
Freak.
It's weird how it ended up on the street corner in a shopping bag.
I went
didn't do
to
that.
a record store that had VHS, a big collection of VHS tapes, and I went through them and I brought a bunch to the front. And then he went through them and all the personal tapes he took out. And he's like, I can't sell these to you. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
it's
private
like
memories, I guess.
People's like,
That's a like honorable.
he said it was
blurb.
unethical. He's like, I can't let you have these. I don't, these are people's personal tapes. Like, I don't know what's on them. I can't give them to you.
Why were they even in his shop? I mean,
People donate the
Yeah.
tapes, I guess.
But we found that one DVD of Minnesota Memories that we watched on tour, and it was just a family reunion that someone filmed, and then for some reason it ended up in a store, and I thought it'd be funny to buy it. But it was riveting. It was like a little slice of life from like, the early 90s of people in Minnesota just doing nothing, but it was fun.
Doing karaoke in the front yard, bro.
Yeah.
It just kills me because that's just someone's home movie. They tossed it, and now it's being discussed on a podcast to a whole crowd of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really missing the ethical quandary of it all.
No, I don't care about that.
I mean, I do see what you're saying, but I'm not uploading it to like the internet.
Oh, all human beings enjoy the voyeurism sensation.
Yeah.
So like getting to see that is exciting.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just like, well, this is just someone's wedding.
let me watch.
Are they even alive anymore? Were they divorced? Who knows? Why did it end up on the side of the road? I'll never have the answer, but it's interesting just to like see this moment in time.
I agree with that. I'm there with you.
All right.
But it's a little creepy.
Ow.
It's really creepy.
It's really creepy. It's
really creepy. You said is your favorite thing to watch is pop in old
No, my
people's
favorite thing to
family
watch
movies.
is someone recorded on VHS, like all the old Olympics.
Oh my God.
Well, you asked.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Is
my
it the
favorite.
swimsuits? Is this the Summer Olympics? Is that why it's your favorite?
Garrett, no.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so I didn't realize. Is that really creepy?
Podcast question of the week. Is that really creepy? You let us know what you think. If you say it is, we won't do it. If you say no, we will continue to let our freak flag fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freak flag fly.
Freak
Fry,
flag
It's hard
fly.
to say.
Freak flag.
Not for me. I have no problem speaking. So.
Tsushima.
That's the one.
You found the only thing I have trouble with.
Achilles heel here.
Found the one. Theme song.
Hey, welcome back. This is Mega 64 live on a Friday morning. By the way, if you like the show, you want to support us, and you want to keep us in business here, which God knows we want to stay in business, go to shop.mega64.com. Pick yourself up the brand new release, Mega 64 Nighttime on Blu-ray. And while you're there, you can grab a shirt, you can grab a skate deck, maybe a nice pair of shorts, or some of our other media that is available on shop.mega64.com. And you can support us on Patreon, where we will be releasing some exclusive streams. In fact, Rocco and I have our masterclass coming out very soon. When's that?
Tonight.
We're going live tonight.
It's coming out tonight.
Like
So
5 p.m.
you can still hop in on it. And it started out as, hey, we're going to talk about editing videos, but it turned into a much bigger discussion about our creative process and how and why we do what we do here, and how we approach making our videos. So I think that'll be interesting to some people out there. It's like a little film school for all the Mega 64 aficionados. Patreon.com/Mega64. Check it out.
Yes. Had a very late night last night because
Sex. Banging.
oh
dude,
man.
High five me.
High five.
blushing.
High
Wait,
five.
what?
The only other guy here who's done it.
Oh, I thought he was showing his wedding ring.
Bonded in.
I thought he was showing off his wedding ring. Like, I've done
Intimacy.
that. Like, okay, good for you.
Yeah, showing off the wedding ring. God, no tie him
You're trying
down,
to be a
Sean. Okay, it's just fun.
Just trying to
Trying to be a nice guy.
support my friend. Finally did it. But
I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. No, we
Icky.
of course we released our nighttime Blu-ray. We talked about that. Did a little late night stream, announcing the launch until it went live. Garrett, you said you're okay. You're all right.
I'm feeling great. Yeah, this morning I got a hat on. I just have a little
covered the wound.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bandage.
Okay, just check it.
It's all you. Just a little
What's
suture.
your hat say?
Butt wrestling.
Butt wrestling, and it's like a military hat.
I served in the Fifth
The
Butt
great-
War.
Butt wars.
the great ass wars.
The Great Ass Wars. Hey, surviving some Amanda's leg drops.
The Macedonian butt wars.
I have fought in some butt wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no worries.
Anyway, so we did that and then realized I was with Johnny and we realized I got a lot more stuff to work on today, all kinds of other things to do. the best time if we want to see this new Alien movie would be right now. I'm not normally in the listen. There's a club of people. There's a club of people that I call the. Now this is no offense to because some of them are definitely watching, but there's a club of people called the Gotta See It Thursday Night crowd. You know what I mean? Like a new movie will come out, and Thursday at 4 p.m. they have a review on Facebook about.
Ew.
Does anyone else think? Well, no one else has had a minute to see that.
We
so
wait
no.
for Friday at 11 a.m.
Yes.
Like gentlemen.
But I'll see stuff, Saturday afternoon. I'm not in a hurry, but it really was the best time. We were looking after the stream. There was like a 10 p.m. showing, and I'm like, ooh, that's like kind of the only one. I bet it'll be packed. No, there's literally no one else in the theater. Okay, let's just go to that. Okay, so Johnny and I went to see Alien Romulus, and I have this is a huge pet peeve.
I haven't seen it yet, so don't say anything.
No,
about it.
it's not about. This isn't even about the movie. Forget the movie.
Okay.
But man, this is grinding my gears.
Popcorn bucket talk.
This is a recent thing. These theaters have started doing this thing. They're getting in on the popcorn bucket game. The Dune thing blew the doors open.
It did. It really did, though.
Yes.
The Doom thing?
The Dune.
Dune.
Yes.
The Shai Halud bucket.
The Doocy.
Yes.
Yeah, the Doocy. Rocco showed us how it was
Rocco
used.
the
That
Doocy.
started this thing where they went, oh, if we have some kind of attention grabbing like toy, basically.
Stupid, dumbass shit.
Yeah. I love
popcorn bucket.
I love a gimmick like that, especially if I'm a fan of whatever the thing is.
Oh, yeah.
And if you can give me something, I was seeing stuff for Beetlejuice coming out. Oh, there's a bucket coming out it's just a coiled up
Hold on,
sandworm
but
or whatever.
Why do you love it? Because how many of these popcorn buckets can you feasibly have? They're huge.
No, totally. And I don't get them
on
all.
like a shelf, or
I don't get them all,
they go in
but
the cupboard of your kitchen.
possibly, throw up in them at Christmas cast. Great.
All right, that's
No,
good.
That's actually a good.
That's actually a
Hey,
good
you
use
have
for
come up with the
Yeah.
best use
For
so
the
far.
popcorn bucket.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, yeah, I love a good gimmick. Avatar comes out. Oh, they got a bucket with the stupid whale on it. Sorry, not a whale. Tolkien. I'll get that. I'm just saying, that's me. I'll do that. And Regal for this Alien movie had it's the popcorn bucket is a giant test tube that is shattered, and the face hugger is crawling out of it, and it illuminates. I can't imagine how annoying that would be
In
to
the
have
theater?
on during the theater experience. But anyway, this happens every time. They have these at the theater. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You get there. Okay, yeah. Do you have that popcorn bucket? Sold out like a week ago, dude. The movie comes out is like opening day is tomorrow. And it's not even like with the popcorn bucket. It's with like I remember like Alamo Drafthouse will have like sometimes they'll make like a nice glass or something. Any kind of collectible thing that a theater has, they sold it 2 weeks ago.
The second they got it, they put it on sale.
Well, I'm like, what? Okay, you can't wait until the movie. Like, so to get that, I had to see Harold and the Purple Crayon 2 weeks ago.
That's what you messed up.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it.
Oh shit.
And then, so I tweeted something about this.
By the way, you replaced Kumar with a purple crayon. What's the logic there?
I tweeted something about this, and then it was like all these people replied like, yeah, I was checking in with my theater for like a week to make sure they got. It's like, what are we fucking doing?
Well, it's like GameStop. They're breaking street date, bruh.
Yeah,
It's
man.
bullshit.
I'm just saying.
It's greed.
I don't understand it.
Corporate
Why you would not have that when the people who are coming to see that movie? Why you would not
So you're
have
saying
that?
they should wait until the movie's out before it's on sale?
or make
Yeah.
more, or
You
I
should-
don't know, but plan that better.
Just use the Buddha method and let go of your desire.
I'm
And
just.
then
I'm,
you won't be disappointed.
I didn't care about it that much.
Sure.
It's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
Sounds like it.
No, I'm just saying.
Sorry, I'm just fucking with you.
That's what we're here for. We're doing a little grind.
I'm
in the
just-
sesh.
Just
I-
fucking with you.
I really am just from a business perspective, and they say that, oh, the theaters are hurting. Okay, well, I've tried to give you money like 3 times, and you have yet to deliver. So,
well, they made their money.
Yeah,
they should have made more. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
And can I tell you something, Rocco?
That it's gone by the time the
and they don't make them again. They don't come back.
No, and the fans of that show, the not psycho, like I've been checking with the theater for a month, people show up and they don't have anything. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to tell you something about yourself that is a fantastic quality that I don't think the majority of people out there that are running an event or a thing like this, you curate Mega 64 almost in a way that is prioritizing the fans' experience. There's surprise drops, videos come out and it's announced and it's here, or like the amount of effort you put into, like we want to make sure everyone gets one, so we do the pre-order and this and that. You have that mindset to cater to the audience first and foremost. Man, the regional manager is just not in that mindset. When he's like, yo, I got these buckets, I could make money.
And there's like 5 boxes in back there in my way. Just sell them.
Yeah.
Get 'em out of here.
Oh, people are asking for them? Fuck yeah.
I get it. I just think get another shipment 1 week later.
100%, because you would do that. If nighttime sold out, you'd be like, guys, where you're going back to the printers, we're going to have another batch made, and we're going to keep pre-orders up for you. We're going to change it. You know, you would always adapt and make sure that the actual initial release goes off in the way that you have curated in your mind. You take expert care in that department. So I know how much it lets you down when other people are just like, fuck it. Here's the launch.
I'm just mystified by it. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why you wouldn't have that ready for when the fans of that thing show up.
Did you buy the Borderlands one though?
No.
But they had that.
They had.
See, that's the problem. And I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. Is they have them and they go, we don't know what you're going to sell and what are going to not sell. And so they just sell all of them, and then now they have 500 boxes of the Borderlands one. What are they going to do with it? Throw them away, I suppose. Like, what do you know? Like,
hey, well, I'll tell you what they do with it. There was a period, I think, last 2 months ago, where I went to the movies, like I do, once or twice a week. I got, just when I was buying regular popcorn, they're like, we're getting rid of these. I got like Madam Web popcorn buckets for a month straight. When I ordered a large, they're just like, yeah, just take this one.
Wow.
What was was like a cool in any way?
Fuck no, it was Madam Web. It wasn't any gimmick. It was just a plastic
Because that's
bucket.
the thing is like they,
It was
recently
hologram.
they've like made them like crazy.
It was lenticular, as they call it.
Before it was just like a picture on it.
Yeah, now they are like legit, statues or figures. That's the appeal I know for you, Rocco, as a collector. And Disney does them too, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But again, like I'm looking at it like, could I run your business better than you? Because I would know not to order that many Borderlands. Like
true.
any of us would have known that.
I would say don't make it at all. Is what I would have said. But
maybe.
that's me. But
Well, Garrett, you saw Borderlands, so maybe it was actually good. We don't know. We didn't watch it.
no one here has seen Borderlands but Garrett.
I don't think anyone in the chat has even seen Borderlands.
So you guys are dropping the ball out there. Come on. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Guys.
I hate this planet.
Wait, what's the name of the movie?
Borderlands.
Oh, I thought I saw
you saw
60-Year-Old Cleavage, the film.
Oh, Bonerlands.
That's what I thought. I bought a ticket to that once I sat in the seat. And I was in the wrinkle room.
What are you
That's
saying?
like,
Dude,
that's like the
movie-
champagne room, but more mature.
What? Even Kevin Hart. No, you know what? I think when I was doing my research, because I was like, is that an appropriate joke? Yeah, legitimately, the star of the movie who plays Lilith, who's like a young character in the game, is what from Tar? What's her name?
Kate Blanchett.
Who is? I'm not saying anything negative about Kate Blanchett. Great actress, beautiful woman. I'll go as far as saying, but why cast a 52-year-old as the like clearly under 25-year-old character in the game? I thought that was interesting, but then it just keeps going where it's like, okay, granted, Kevin Hart is, I think, younger than me, so that's a.
Is he?
I'll let him slide. I think he's maybe 2 years older than me or something like that.
I'm on it right now.
I thought, yeah.
I don't know. I think he's a lot older.
Fact check me on that too, because I was just kind of blown away really after I was sitting. We'll get to the editing and the plot and everything, but just the casting decisions alone. They go to Moxie's, and Moxie was played in the game by Jessica Negri. And then
I thought that was.
And then in
Gina
this
Gershon.
movie, they cast Gina Gershon, who is, again, not saying anything negative, but a 60, I think, year old woman.
Kevin Hart's 45. By the way.
45. Okay,
Born in
so he's 2 years.
1979.
That's what I thought. He's got 2 years on me, so I'll give him that. I mean, Tiny Tina was actually played by like a young person, so that was a good
Claptrap
cast.
played by Jack Black.
Claptrap's probably the most annoying fucking part.
Jack Black, crap, trap.
Like we said last podcast about the game's writing not really being for us. Well, it continues right into this film because Jack Black is like the Jar Jar Binks kind of syndrome, where it's just like, yo, shut this fucking guy up. He's just making, Deadpool jokes over and over and over again. Yeah, I see that frown.
So you didn't like the movie?
Oh, so bad. And I'll go see a video game movie
Hey,
just
that's
on
coming
interest.
from Garrett, who
Yeah,
says
that-
everything is at least somewhat
You'll find
enjoyable.
some positive, right?
Yeah, and there were positives. I'll let you know. The next character though, they get to Jamie Lee Curtis, who is arguably the oldest cast, but maybe it's kind of like age appropriate because the character Tannis seemed like an older. She's like a scientist or whatever in the games. But then again, when they introduced Jamie Lee Curtis's character, I want to say it's just a shot of a window cleavage of Jamie Lee Curtis's breasts, and then it pans up to her. I know that's the character design in these games, but just every woman in the whole film is just wearing like the most insane push-up bra, and they're focusing in on it at times. But then I'm reminding myself, like, yeah, they're all 60. This is just a strange choice. The movie seems to center on the plot of 4. I've only played Borderlands 4. Have you guys ever played?
I'm not having
any
a
of them?
second. Not 1
I
second.
played the original Borderlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I dropped off after that first one.
This seemed to be, because that was the only one I played, and I actually finished it, and it was all about opening some vault, and the bad guy was gonna get there first. So that's kind of the hero's
Fallout
journey.
ripoff.
Yeah, this is what they're doing, right? Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But they had an interesting way of turning like whatever the psycho characters are. What's the guy that does this in the game?
I don't.
It's your favorite guy, right?
I know what you're referring to. You're asking.
Mask Man.
Yeah, the guy with a mask. Those are like villains in the game. They kind of interestingly made one a good guy, so he's in their party of the 4 or 5 adventurers, right? That was interesting. I will say, like, the costumes were on point, and all of the set design and like backgrounds looked like the game, like really, really looked like the game, which is interesting because the game has that kind of cell shading animation to it. They really pulled that into the real world in a effective way, I would say. The costuming, the sets and stuff like that. I was just bizarrely turned off by number one, the casting, but then the editing is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the one thing I heard about the movie is I saw numerous people be like, this is edited like a trailer.
It's a
montage
sequence of boom, boom. Oh, we're going. Remember Dragon Ball Evolution was just like boom, boom. Oh, we're in a cave here. Now we're here. This movie's doing that. And characters are leaving. Kevin Hart leaves for like 70% of the movie, then he comes back. Or maybe that didn't happen. I slept through a lot of it too. It was so.
Maybe that didn't happen.
What a way! What a way to end your 5-minute review of I slept through most of it.
I don't know. Maybe that didn't happen. I slept through most of it.
Wait.
Sums it up.
What other cleavage did I cover?
You probably fell asleep. You missed it.
Sounds like they didn't cover any of it.
It seems to me, based on the trailer, that like, who would you say is the like Borderlands audience, generally speaking?
This is for people who have played every game and love every stupid joke.
But not the movie
like,
necessarily.
but what
just
demographic or what
average
age?
Borderlands fan.
Oh, a 10-year-old will eat this up.
But are they
Okay.
playing Borderlands?
Yeah, I don't think 10-year-olds
They're playing
are like
Fortnite.
I think the idea is they see this movie and then it gets them to go play the Borderlands.
Yeah, well,
recent release.
This should have come out
Oh,
12
that's
years
the
ago.
mistake because then they're making this Borderlands movie for people who are not even like the average Borderlands.
is it rated R?
No, it's
Oh.
like.
I think it was supposed to be. I think, and they
Oh, is
and
that
they
why it's
and they
ed-
trimmed it down.
So maybe that's why it's edited like an insane asylum.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's how. I think that it's Eli Roth directed it and all that
That's
stuff.
what I don't
think,
get. I
yeah.
really like that guy's other stuff.
It's funny. They made this. I didn't know until just the other day that they filmed this way before that Thanksgiving movie. Like Thanksgiving was done years after this. They've been sitting on this for a while.
That was great. So this seems like it's been stuck in hell, and
And
yeah,
they
that makes
knew.
sense because Borderlands 4 isn't new. The Tiny Tina's Wonderland is the newer game now. They were probably trying to make this when Borderlands 4 would be the game everyone. Oh, I saw the movie. Now I'm gonna go get the newest Borderlands game.
I didn't even know there was a Borderlands 4. I thought they went to 3. I never even.
3 was.
What does the
like-
cover look like? 'Cause he's
It's
always
4
doing that.
hands.
He's always doing that, and then the
got four
third. What was the
fingers.
third one?
His feet are also holding guns to his head.
It's I don't know, dude.
Oh no, I can't.
It should be cleavage, like the chick from Total Recall.
Yeah, that 2 boobs.
3
and
boobs.
this. Yeah. I don't know.
Shit.
Well, I think your average Borderlands fan is probably like a guy in his late 20s or mid 30s or even older 30s. And then where is that even represented in the movie? I guess like Kevin Hart, he just seems like the third build character of these 4 main characters. It seems like they're making their main protagonists like elderly women.
It's Kate Blanchett, right?
Yep.
I mean, I love her in Tar. I love.
Why
her
was she in this
She's
movie?
an amazing
I
actor.
cannot believe she fucking did this.
Have you heard
It's
though?
so-
There's theories. There's theories about the Tarverse. That
With Monster Hunter.
Lydia Tarr would be in this movie.
Oh.
the
Because
way her career went, she scored video games. Maybe she got a role in it. So there's some people thinking it could be connected to the Tarverse.
She does have kind of a downward fall in that film.
Kind of.
Just throwing that out there.
I hope she got paid so much money. Hope they all.
I'm seeing in the chat 4 does not exist.
What?
Borderlands.
What did
Or
I
does
play
not.
then? Jesus. Of course I get the.
I
fucking
thought there were
game
3
wrong.
of them.
I'm gonna text Trish. Which game did we play co-op? It was.
Maybe I'm wrong though. I have.
Also,
no,
yeah, I
there
don't
could be
trust.
10.
I don't
have
trust
no
the chat
idea.
half the time. But let's see. I've been known to get some stuff wrong.
I don't think so.
Well, that was my
Well,
I
review.
don't think there's.
So I have a problem.
Do you?
Yeah.
what's your problem?
I went to Disneyland
Uh-oh.
You did?
this week. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it's a sad story. The masked character Mickey Mouse killed my family.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh no.
Brutally murdered them.
Wow.
But
Uh-huh.
I can't do anything about it because I guess I signed up for Disney Plus
Oh no.
Dude.
5 years ago,
Oh,
and the terms of service say that I'm not allowed to sue Disneyland for my family member dying in the park at the hands of Disney.
That I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the craziest news stories I've ever read.
Condolences to my family.
Yes, obviously condolences.
Thank you.
But the PR is so bad on this. It looks terrible. Rocco, do you know much? Because you're
Yes.
So
you're in on the
All right.
Disneyverse.
For people who don't know, this didn't happen to me, but it basically happened to somebody in Florida, I believe, where a man's wife died at Disneyland because they served her peanuts, I believe. She had a peanut allergy.
And they said, like, are there peanuts? And they said
she went to a
no.
restaurant. They guaranteed her, like, yeah, there's no peanuts in this food. And they gave her so many peanuts in her food, she died. So the guy wanted to file like a wrongful death lawsuit, but then Disney found out that he signed up for a 1-month trial of Disney Plus 5 years ago. A 1-month trial, and the TOS said that you're not allowed to sue Disney. You're not allowed to take him to court.
That
Yeah,
for
you
anything.
sign away. What do they call? I can't think of the damn word, but
Some legal jargon. Doesn't matter what the
You
word
sign away
is.
your ability for litigation or whatever
In the small
by
print.
signing up for this month free trial.
Which is crazy because presumably that's in your Disney Plus trial membership terms of service. Why would somebody sue somebody over Disney Plus, right? Maybe you have epilepsy.
I hated the Mandalorian.
I hated the Mandalorian. I'm fucking getting you.
You said it was good.
Where is Smart House? Yeah, I'm taking you to court.
Where is Johnny Tsunami is not on here.
No, maybe there's like flashing in a movie and it causes you to have a epileptic
Incredibles 2.
reaction. What's up?
Yeah, Incredibles 2
was fucked up.
Dude, what?
In theaters, I don't have that problem, but even I was like, fucking stop.
I know we've talked about it before, but yeah, I never had an issue, and I'm in the theater going, well, someone's gonna die.
So maybe you're watching
Someone's gone.
Incredibles 2 and you feel something incredible happening deep within your brain and you go, I didn't want that to happen. I'm going to sue Disney. And they say, well, in the terms of service, you can't take us to court for what you experience. And then this is where the wording gets weird because you would think it'd just be about Disney Plus. Hey, you watched our movies, don't sue us about what you see. But then they're extending it to like, well, no, any product, anything from Disney, you can't do anything. So you buy a toy and the toy
Chokes you,
blows up in your face for some reason, or Mickey Mouse stabs your family at the park, like the example I used.
Yeah. Hate that.
So this is the legal debate happening in the news this week. Where do you fall on the Disney debate, fellas?
I think it is the worst PR you could possibly get for a major company like this. If Disney was sued and had to pay this person, which they probably should, it would be a drop in the bucket for them. It wouldn't even matter. But now it's this, we're talking about this fucking podcast. Everyone's talking about this. And it's like, what a piece of shit company. Fuck off.
There's more to the news story.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because Rocco is on probably Team Disney.
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, there's just more to it.
Okay, go ahead.
The restaurant is not owned by Disney. The restaurant is a completely independently owned.
Is it in the Disney park?
It might be on the property. It's not like in a park.
So it's like downtown Disney.
I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's in the vicinity of Disney World. And they've been trying to rope them into the lawsuit.
Well, Disney
does not operate the restaurant. So basically, they're doing anything they can to stay out of the courtroom, basically. And this is their last desperate attempt.
Man.
But they don't own it. You know, that there were I was
kind of sound like Team Disney on this one.
No, I'm just giving the info.
They're getting all the bad. Disney's taking all the bad press. It sounds like because some scummy lawyer this restaurant hired came up with the bright idea.
Well, it's Disney's lawyer.
Disney Plus.
I feel like just go to court and be like, yeah, we don't own that restaurant.
That's
case closed.
Because to me, I hear that and I think, okay, yeah, that seems reasonable. They own the restaurant. It's like, you know, if there's a Chipotle in downtown Disney and Chipotle kills someone, I'm not mad at Disney for that. But now they are using this as like their excuse. So it is.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
It was stupid of them to use this in. It was stupid of them to use this as their defense because it's made people weary of them.
Because
so
none of the articles
it was not a good idea.
Are talking about like the ownership of the restaurant. It's literally investigating the terms of service to Disney Plus.
Yes.
Which is what the news story is about.
Yeah.
And this lawyer has said too that like they put out a statement just the other day that was like, we are being pulled into this lawsuit in which we have no say in the operation of this place. We have nothing to do. Whatever. We're trying to get to arbitration. We would like to work something out with them that we can try to help settle this whole thing. But they're trying to pull us into a deeper court thing. So this was just our defense for that, you know, whatever. But yeah, by using that defense, it just doesn't.
Yeah, they should fire their lawyer because that is. Like, I know the PR people are losing their fucking shit over this because it's like we are assholes, but now everyone can see that. Like, that's not a good look.
Everyone's already mad the new ride doesn't work. Now this. They're on their fucking heads up in the PR office.
Yeah, so, but that sucks for that guy's wife. That's terrible. Bummer, you know?
Yeah, a little moment of silence here, I think, is what's appropriate.
You just go to fucking Disney, you know? You just go to Disney and
He's still talking.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
I don't know. It sucks. But you went to D23.
I want to talk about Alien.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah, we were at the.
you talk about the popcorn bucket. You did. You're done.
I thought you did.
Yeah, you're not gonna spoil the film. I mean, I'm gonna go see it tonight. I'm gonna wash that Borderlands taste out of my
So
mouth.
you saw it last night.
Yeah.
We're like 40 minutes of the podcast.
Who'd you
I
see?
know.
Nothing but Alien.
Who'd you see it with?
Me and John.
Where was my invite? I was with you.
Oh, you didn't get an invite, dude?
No.
I did.
They did really?
Yeah.
They invited you?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to say no to things sometimes, and I didn't even get the opportunity to say
You
no.
kind of ran out of here though last night,
Yeah.
quicker than a Pied Piper.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Johnny, what did you think?
I ultimately thought it was bad, but it had cool moments.
I liked it more than Johnny. I felt like it was a ebb and flow of wow, that's so cool you did that, and then the next thing would be like really disappointing. Like you didn't need to. Why are you doing this? Stop. And then the next thing would be cool enough that I would go, okay, all right, I'm back with this again. And I kind of just felt like that kept happening. And I think there's enough interesting things in it. They were losing me, and then they took some brave swings. And I thought, okay, there's enough here that if you are really dying to see a new Alien movie, I would recommend it.
Awesome.
And that's
But
where I fall. I don't think I am. I
You're
think I'm
not ready
I think I'm good. I think I've seen enough Alien movies personally.
for now, but maybe in another 10
No,
years.
No, I think.
Wow.
I think for me, book's been closed. I got it.
I feel like it's pretty much the same movie every 4 or 5 years. They just kind of.
I did think Prometheus was different, and then Alien Covenant. But this is it. When does this take
I
place?
feel like Prometheus had scenes directly ripped out of the original Alien.
Yeah, I guess it did.
I like
I
Yeah.
like Prometheus so.
I like
But that was before the first Alien took place, right? Prometheus was like before
a
that.
long time before.
Yeah. And where does
It's
this?
after the original Alien movie was made, so
That's
kind of
true.
got way pros and cons.
Where does this fall, Rob?
This one is like after the first movie.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
But anyway, yeah, aesthetically fantastic. They nailed it. Like I said, there's some parts where I'm like, damn, you took a risk here, and that's awesome. I thought the last act of it was really like it juiced the rest of it for me. I was like, okay, all right, you're trying something here. I'm with it. But there's just a handful of things in it that are like, why the fuck did you need to do this? Like you were already interesting me in what was happening. You didn't need to like add that. And not just like, oh, why'd you do that? Like disappoint, like you let me down by doing that.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Anyway, that's all.
Got fucked up.
So you would say you would recommend it? You do recommend it?
It was.
He said it let him down.
Well, yeah, but he said at the end of the
Parts
day-
let me down, and then parts I thought were cool, and then it was just that in repeat.
I've been trying to like avoid the trailers because they keep showing more and more.
Yeah.
We talked about that a little last week, but I'm gonna go see it tonight. I keep seeing stuff like in my social media feeds that are little clips of like the practical effects that they're using.
That's
That's what I'm super interested in seeing, like the face huggers, the xenomorph. Like, what do these look like practically on the screen?
Yeah, I feel like there is always a thing where we're doing so many cool practical effects, and then you see it, and it's like, man, you CG'd over everything.
They
like,
do mix now, yeah.
They really, man, like the xenomorph in this movie, it's like there is like puppetry being used. There's really great practical stuff. It's really impressive. But then there will be another CG thing in the next scene that is like, oh my God, I wouldn't have used that.
Yeah.
Like it's every time. There's always something that like negates the goodwill of the rest of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that scene in Alien 4 where they're swimming and the aliens full CG
Yeah.
swimming under.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Resurrection,
Yeah, you couldn't. I mean,
Looked like shit.
you probably would have drowned the actor if he put him in a fucking rubber suit
yeah.
in that water tunnel.
Just change that scene to not be underwater.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but then you're just going through a corridor, which is like in every Alien movie ever.
It was still vertical, which is kind of cool. And they're carrying each other up the ladder, and the dude with like paralyzed legs.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the other French dude from.
There were 2 paralyzed guys in Alien Resurrection.
No, Ron Perlman wasn't paralyzed.
Wasn't he in the wheelchair?
No, the other dude from City of God or whatever. That French actor. I can't remember his fucking
I saw
name.
that movie in theaters. So what was that, like 1997?
Wow. Yeah, must have been 90s for sure.
7th grade when that came out.
Jesus.
Fucking loved Alien.
Fincher,
back then.
right? David Fincher?
No, that's Alien 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's the dude who did City of God.
It's the same guy.
French
That's
director.
that's why he used those
Doesn't Ripley play
actors.
basketball in that one?
Yeah.
She makes that shot. I've
Yeah.
seen that clip so many times.
She makes it in real life, and Ron Perlman fucks up the scene because he like says, "Oh my god," or he
goes,
like
"Oh!"
yeah, he like makes a noise when instead he didn't have a line.
Yeah.
Well, they left it in.
You're fucking kidding me,
So
or something
bad.
like that.
They also like the basketball goes off camera for a second.
Yes, it's
and then they were like, "Oh, what we'll do a CGI effect where we make it so that it doesn't leave the frame." And what's her Sigourney Weaver was like, "Can you not fuck with this footage?
Because then
Just
it's
play
sucks.
it. Just
Yeah.
play the footage." Okay. All right.
Well,
Everyone on set backs up the story.
Yeah,
It's still in myth now. You know? What's up, Trevor?
No, I was just saying, like, if you can't alter it because then it's been altered.
Yeah.
That people don't get it.
Hollywood doesn't get it, man.
But yeah, there's still a couple things from this movie though that have haunted me since we saw it last night. So again, if it was like a good summer movie, but that's about all I can say. I think there's enough there that you could see it. Yeah.
Do the things that disappoint you, are they like that thing that all new movies do in a franchise where they're like, we have to basically mimic this scene from the first movie, and we're going to mimic this scene from the second movie?
There is definitely
'Cause I see that in the
some
trailers.
sort of tribute to. It felt like they were deliberately paying homage to like something in all of the original
Okay,
ones.
I feel like
At
that's the
some
formula.
At some point, there's something subtle or not.
Sure.
But then there are a few things in it that are just like, that wasn't subtle at all, and you didn't need this.
I feel like Furiosa did a really good job of like, here's an homage to this from this movie, here's an homage to this from this movie, but it was subtle and it never made me go, come on. It just afterwards made me go, ooh, that reminded me of this. Whereas this, even from the trailer, I've seen a shot where it's like a girl with the flamethrower behind a cage and the countdown's going, you now have 2 minutes to reach minimum safety. It's like, oh, well, this is a shot from Aliens.
That
They kept
sounds
showing
good.
this thing during the Olympics, like a commercial, and it was like the face hugger, and it was so graphic of the thing going in its mouth, like down its throat. It's like,
Yeah.
Yo,
this is the trailer during the Olympics.
It's time
Like,
to rename it the face fucker.
I'm good.
they really show a lot of that in that. There's that one trailer where it's all phallic insertion.
Yeah, but it's
Hey,
like,
can I get an alien that impregnates me through the ass?
like
The butt hugger.
Wait, has that ever happened?
I'm
They're in the
telling
chat.
you. What?
They're in the chat.
Dr. Butthugger.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have the chat. Why do you have the chat?
No,
I just have
Dr. Butthugger's always in the chat.
Yeah, we never have it, but we just know he's there.
I would write the most insane alien movie. It'd be all butt huggers, and then what more do you need? We just go from there.
Derek R. Geiger.
Yeah, Derek R. Geiger. Butt huggers in like fucking like Chuck E. Cheese.
That sounds awful, bro. That sounds like the worst thing to do.
Sounds like a true crime podcast.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You shouldn't do that.
And then the aliens confuse like the animatronics for people, so they're all, butt hugging Chucky or whatever. And then Chucky thinks he's normal, so he tries to do the kids' party, and that face chest burster.
Don't steal this idea, Hollywood.
Oh, steal it! Steal it!
824
Yeah, I dare you.
I
to steal
dare
it.
you to make it. I'd go see it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit. We gotta hit the plugs?
We hit him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, we hit the plug.
No, we didn't hit him. Go
and
ahead,
then we
Rocco.
sadly did a Disney Divergence lawsuit conversation.
Well, now's a great time to talk. shop.mega64.com.
Yeah, we just put up again our nighttime Blu-ray. It is out right now. Buy it. We also have a special edition version where you can get a booklet, you can get a poster.
That's the one you want.
It's gonna be so sick. So please check it out. And yeah, shop.mega64.com.
You promised them shipping by October.
Shipping by
1st.
October the 1st. I promise. I made the promise last night.
And if
Last night was so much fun, just the stream itself.
Yeah, let's
I
talk
want to
about
let
that.
everyone know. So I reached out to Flava Flav, and everyone in the chat helped, retweet and like whatever, comment on it. Trying to get the word out. No response as of yet. I think he's seen it. I don't think he's going to respond, but we tried. And I want to say thank you to everyone we gave it a solid effort. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe I was going down the wrong path. Maybe he has no idea how to do this.
Well, Flavor does make the dreams come true.
He does.
I don't know.
But that's for like athletes.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just a guy. So that's the problem. Anyways, shouts out. Thank you for trying, everyone. Thank you.
That was a fun stream.
Yeah.
I was happy to come be here on it.
Rocco, how are you doing?
Good.
You seem a little quiet, and I'm just making sure I'm doing a wellness check on you. You're doing all right.
Fine.
Wellness check.
Okay. All right. Did you want to talk about D23?
No, I'm going to talk about that on. I think I'm going to do a live Creepy Old Crypt episode tonight, and it'll be on my personal channel later. But I could go on forever about that. I just feel like.
But you had a good time.
Any more Disney commentary?
We did miss you last week.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
But it was fun to have you in the chat, giving us some light ribbing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what were you doing while you were in the chat?
I'm trying to remember where I was. Man, that's a good question. Yeah, I was maybe in line for something. Oh, I can't remember. I might have left the con at that point. Maybe I was just at Disneyland or something. I'm not sure.
Did Kevin meet you up there?
Yes. Yeah, they were one of the things that everyone was trying to get at the show was they made a replica of the Star Tours Star Speeder.
Yeah, I saw that.
And you could only get it there, and Kevin was in the market, and so I was able to acquire that.
It was only during T23 that you get that?
He was there, yeah.
But they sold it in, I forget the land's name.
No, it was in the con. At the show.
Okay. You didn't have to go across.
So that's
the
not going to
street.
make it to the parks?
No, not at the parks. No.
Exclusive.
So anyway, he came to pick it up.
Very cool.
Okay.
Well, stay tuned tonight. Like we said, there's a lot of streaming coming up still. They can hear you and Kevin go on and on about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
What time does that start?
7 p.m. Pacific. We're going to go live.
There's something else too, right?
Yeah, it's the Patreon.
That's right.
The Patreon Masterclass. And also, we put out a new video this week on Wednesday, in case you haven't seen it. It was one of the longest comedy videos ever because it was a compilation celebrating the era that is going on sale today in Mega 64 nighttime. What was Mega 64 like 2007 and 2009? Did you guys... I know Rocco edited that video. Thank you, Rocco. I'm sure that was a lot of work to go through so many videos.
I mean, I was already looking at all that stuff for the nighttime video. So had it all.
21 minutes. I watched the video. It was like a trip down memory lane.
It was.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I said this before. And I was watching it, looking at my younger self, being like, "This was my best look. This was it for me." Like I just looked at that Sean and wished I was that Sean again.
No.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Clean shaven.
Yeah. Clean shaven.
I've been rooting for years.
You know,
bring back the baby face.
Like the long hair. Maybe not the long hair. I could have, but it's just. I was just looking at it like, yeah, this was a good time for me. And
it's not all about looks.
Sure.
You're cooler now.
I'm definitely cooler
You've
now.
aged. You've matured.
Yeah, that's definitely
You've evolved.
You're
I would
sexier now. Can I say? You're
you can say.
sexier now.
Yeah.
Derek, thank you. No, I was just watching it, looking like
Daddy.
He is
I
the
was just
daddy
watching it, just thinking like, yeah, this was the best.
That was peak.
That's the
For you.
peak.
See, I think it lives. It's dated. You know, the hairstyle, clothes,
yeah.
even the shaved face back then. What Derek was saying, it's dated back then. But now,
It's very millennial.
you're still going upwards, bro. It's
I'm
the
going
salt
up,
and pepper
alright.
now works.
Yeah.
The beard is now good. Like we said back in the day, we always gave a shit. You should be baby face.
Right.
And you're admitting Derek was right.
He was right. I look at the videos, Derek, and I think I probably should have. I didn't need the beard.
But now, with the shaved head and the hat and the salt and pepper beard, this is your best look in my opinion.
Oh, well, thank you, Garrett. It's very sweet. But anyways, I watched the compilation and it was fun just to look back and see us being younger and doing the same shit and fucking around. So
When it's a long enough period of time and that nostalgia thing clicks in, like, oh shit, I didn't remember this.
Mhm.
And then all the memories start flooding back around that period of time. Yeah, I love that feeling.
yeah.
I liked it. I thought I looked crazy in those videos. What was I thinking? The lip ring? Ugh, gross.
That was the time, bro.
It was the time.
That's what people had.
Just kidding. It was an era. People are always like, bring the lip ring back. You can't bring it back. You just have to celebrate it for what it was.
The lip ring era.
Yeah.
But when did you
ring
get
era.
that lip ring? Do you remember?
Yeah, I got that when I was 18 years old, and I had it for 6 years. It came out
6
when I was
years.
24. So that would be, gosh, I'm trying to do the math now. 2003 to 2009. So throughout that entire era, that is,
Damn.
I had the lip ring back then. Inspired by Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Is that why? Really?
Oh, yeah. I'll be the shameless. I won't, no frills about it. I saw a picture of Blink-182. I was like, these guys, they're cool. I want that Tom DeLonge lip ring. I even got it in the same spot. Like
Hell
I looked
yeah.
at the picture. I was like, put it
Oh,
here like Tom
you
DeLonge
print out the
has.
picture. I want the Tom DeLonge spot, please.
Yeah, I went in. Do you know who Tom DeLonge is? I want his lip ring.
Dude, that reminds me of being in middle school and going to a hair salon and asking him to make my hair like Kurt Cobain. And they were like, you want a perm? Like, they did it.
They did?
Oh, it fucking hurt. That shit burned.
Do you have a
Wait,
picture
Kurt
of that?
Cobain didn't have curly
yeah,
hair.
but like, no, but like,
They just sold you the most expensive hairstyle.
they had to like put like perm stuff in to make my curly hair like straight
Oh.
or something like
you
that.
had curly hair?
Well, yeah, when I was like blonde,
Yeah.
before I started dyeing my hair, even,
Yeah.
it was like curly in like
'Cause I
middle
think I've
school. It was
only-
like wavy.
Okay.
I've only seen
Wavy.
pictures of you with like a shaved head.
Yeah,
like-
that was high school.
Yeah.
But middle school, it was like, like a big. People called me Mrs. Brady
No.
because it was like a big blonde bell.
Say that shit now. I dare you.
Yeah. And then, like my dad, like as I grew older, I didn't need to keep dyeing my hair because it just got brown. I'm like, from
That
like,
happens.
totally light blonde as a kid, and then after high school, I was just always dyeing my hair black. At some point in my 20s, I realized like, yeah, I don't have roots this month. Like, what's happening?
And then you realize.
And then I just stopped.
Nature found a
completely,
way.
yeah.
Mm.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
No one else, only blonde's hair changes, I guess. Oh, people can go straight white. That's another one.
That's a cool look too.
That is kind of cool. The
Yeah,
John
people's
Henson.
hair is changing all the time. It's like a genetic thing. You never know what's going to
Yeah.
happen. I could go blonde.
That
Still,
would be sick.
at any moment.
That would be when you get scared. Doesn't that happen in supernatural stories? Like
Yeah.
you get scared shitless. and
One
your hair
lock
goes
of gray to remind me of the trauma.
white. like Rogue.
I was watching that video. I totally forgot about our PS3 Slim, like Goosebumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
yeah.
that was always a favorite of. I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, I forgot we made this. And I always loved this video.
I forgot that too, but I still say enter button. But I just didn't know where I was saying that from.
Enter button,
Enter
enter
button. Like Eric saying that is so fucking funny. But
Yeah.
I just forgot it was from that video.
There's a lot of quotable moments throughout that 20-minute compilation.
I love seeing my old apartment because we filmed on location.
yeah.
yeah.
The first, spot I lived in when I met you guys.
Oh right.
The video that I don't ever hear about, and I just don't think a lot of people remember, was E3 2008, like the Nintendo presentation, where we parodied that. But I still quote to this day all the time, "Shit out your ass."
He does say
Oh
that.
yeah.
The song that's in it, that's in this compilation, but that's still in my brain all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear the Mario theme, shit out your ass. I hear that in my head every time. It's been over 15 years.
Yeah.
Go watch the video on YouTube if you haven't seen it. I know you haven't seen it because the views are still low.
They don't
so,
lie.
I have the receipts. Thank you for tuning in here, but you have homework as a true Mega 64 internet soldier. We need you. Your mission.
Yeah.
Spread our
Send it.
videos around.
Send it to your friends that haven't seen it yet.
Have you heard? I have another news story to
Ready.
talk about.
I'm
Have
ready.
you heard about the candy they handed out in New Zealand that was actually meth?
What?
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 No.
No. What are you talking about?
Candy.
They had in New Zealand there was a like a not-for-profit who was trying to, I think, feed the homeless.
Okay.
And they were handing out food that had like candied lollipops in there. And I don't know
Always
how
the best
this happened.
intentions.
It was methamphetamine wrapped up to look like candy.
What the fuck?
How? Wow. Is
That's
meth
the
even
problem.
orally, or was it like methadone?
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
about
because
that.
it can be orally activated.
I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Well, thank God if it can't be orally activated. So no harm, no foul.
No, but yeah, it can be because like I think if you're going to like a clinic to get off heroin, they give you methadone's like different than methamphetamine.
You're looking at me, but I have no answer.
No, yeah, I don't know how that's fucking. So what happened to people?
I have a quote here from a former addict who had received this. They said, "I went to taste it to see if it was a lolly, and it wasn't a lolly. It was definitely methamphetamine."
That's terrible.
Oh yeah, I guess that you could take pills like what was that weight loss drug fen, and they figured out this is meth. So that's an orally activated form. Yeah.
This was handed out by a food bank. Who?
Isn't it way more expensive to get meth than fucking candy? That's like, how did you mess this up? Lollipops are not expensive, but I'm pretty sure meth costs more than a lollipop.
The drugs were packaged to look like Malaysian company Rinda Food Industries lollipops.
So maybe someone wanted to smuggle them into New Zealand.
And it got fucked up.
That's
And
what
they
I think
got
happened.
mixed up.
I think that there was some, New Zealand Walter White out there,
Yeah.
or Jesse Pinkman. I don't know his
Yep.
last name. Okay, good, got it. Yes, who was trying to smuggle in candy and like we'll make them look like lollipops, and then the shipment got lost and donated to a food bank.
Yeah, donated is exactly what happened probably.
Yeah.
And they're like, where are my lollipops? They go, I donated. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean you donated?
What do you
the
mean,
lollipops?
Jesse? You donated them?
That's a story.
Yeah.
That's a movie. And then they try to go to like break into the food bank.
fucking lollipops?
Little shit.
They break into the food bank trying to find they get the wrong lollipops out, and then
It's a
they-
great episode.
Yeah.
You have my lollipops. What? You have my lollipops.
Sir, they've been distributed. We fed the homeless. What have you done?
Terrible.
Do you know what you've done?
This is just a case of life being stranger than fiction. You couldn't even write that in an episode of Breaking Bad. It's like too insane.
Yeah, no one would buy it.
The candy wrapped meth got handed out for free.
Now, I've never done meth
Good.
per
Okay.
se,
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, me neither. All right.
but I've taken a lot of pre-workout on accident once.
Okay. Yeah, Alpha Brain.
And then some
shit.
Alpha Brain, and then a couple cups of espresso, and then I tried to go
Never.
through security.
Yeah.
I can imagine it got me in trouble. I can imagine it gets a whole neighborhood of homeless in
I don't
trouble.
remember. You tried to like fight security when you're on Alpha
Yeah,
Brain.
Well, they
he-
were actual cops. I realized they
Yeah.
weren't security.
He was being so aggressive, trying to get into
Like Zeta
RTX,
Brain.
and not listening to the police officers
We
who
were
were
late.
they were being pleasant and nice and just trying to make sure that the convention was going to be a safe place. And Garrett had no time for any of that.
Yeah.
And they're like, sir, we need to scan you. No, we're late. Sir, we have to scan you to get into the premises. I am late for a convention. I'm an exhibitor here. I'm like, yeah, okay. We have to make sure. And then I'm just like, what is he doing? Like,
So
does Garrett
embar-
want to
I'm
get
so
arrested? Like, what the
embarrassed,
fuck
dude.
is
You know
he
what?
doing?
You were hitting them with the own energy. They give
I
it.
gave her
you
cop
give it
energy.
back. Yeah. You respond in kind.
Yeah.
If they were nice, you would have been nice. They were
That's
being
true.
aggressive.
They
you
were
got
nice
aggressive.
at first, and then he got aggressive when he got aggressive.
I thought they were security guards. I don't take shit from security guards, okay?
Yeah.
And then I realized that they were Austin PD, which, why are you dressing up like security guards, Austin?
They were dressed like police officers, Garrett.
Undercover as cops.
Garrett.
But no, I will admit I was super fucked up from that. Like I don't ever want to feel that way again. That was like an accident, like the lollipop situation, where I would probably be.
Maybe it was meth just wrapped up as alpha brain.
What did you take? You took 2 alpha brains?
I took. I never drink espresso, but there was an espresso machine in our hotel.
Right.
So I think I had 2 cups of espresso.
Yes.
Which is like highly caffeinated.
That's like CoffeeZilla.
I think I slammed because I was just taking all my morning vitamins before we got to the panel, and before that was like the first thing instead of going to the show floor. So we like woke up, got ready. So I just took all my vitamins, which at that time were like other supplements, like I think 2 alpha brains were in there, plus I think a vitamin B12 and it wasn't pre-workout, but it was those 2 fucking espressos, and I was just overstimulated.
Yeah.
So I can imagine. That's a legal high.
You were firing off on all cylinders.
I could imagine what it would be like to be on some illegal substance.
Damn, dude.
But no, I've never done that.
That's great.
That's as close as I've gotten.
I don't think that's that close. Thankfully.
All right. Hey, Christmas cast. Round 8. Let's do some meth.
Espresso.
No, let's get a lollipop and see. Well,
One's meth.
It could be meth.
Oh, I was going to say people chug as much espresso as they can.
that.
Same thing.
You know, caffeine update. You know, you guys really brought attention to
Your
my caffeine
problem.
intake.
Yeah.
Problem intake is what I said.
Me too.
But you know, I've really cut that down.
What's
since
your caffeine problem? What's
Well,
that?
we were talking.
You weren't here.
Yeah, you
Shit.
weren't here, but we were saying that Garrett, especially on the road, would drink
Oh, it's the same here.
a lot of coffee, like so much coffee that we were getting concerned. Like you're drinking like 15 cups of coffee a day. That's a lot of coffee.
It was 800 milligrams of caffeine a day, I calculated.
Okay.
My bro math was way off. The chat corrected me on that. Just like I didn't play Borderlands 4. It was 3.
Mm-hmm. Did you confirm that?
I looked online. Yeah. But I really cut down since then now, Derek. I cut my coffee with decaf.
Okay.
So I buy a bag of Costco regular and a bag of Costco decaf, and I mix them all together. So I'm now at about 300. I also take no more pre-workout. So just 300 milligrams to 400 a day, which is in that safe zone.
Now,
Which is still maybe a lot more than people with caffeine sensitivity would say is
Maybe you're one of those
normal.
people who has like the reverse effect where caffeine calms you down.
Yeah, I've heard that too, you know.
Because I think I'm one of those people. I've mentioned this before. I think I might have some undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah.
Or some sort of neurodivergence, because I have some of the symptoms that I've read about. One of them being that caffeine has a like calming effect. 'Cause
Interesting.
I drink a lot of coffee too, and I could drink it late at night, and then I'll just fall right asleep. Sometimes I will become over caffeinated, and I'll be up all night, but most of the time I'm okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
for
at that-
some people out there, you are impervious to the caffeine effects.
Yeah, I was drinking so much that it was having no effect. It was just always in my system, and really, you know, I didn't benefit from it. I just drink coffee because it was free at work. Coffee was always free at work. You develop a taste for that, and then on the road, it's like, well, gas stations always have hot coffee, and it's an empty, you know, there's 0 calories, right? I put some milk in it. Maybe that's it.
Tastes fucking good.
Tastes fucking great.
The sign for me that I've had too much caffeine is I start getting fucking nervous. Like I am like anxious about something, you know what I mean?
Anxiety is a high one.
Yeah, I try not to have it if I don't need it, you know. And then when I have too much, I'll start getting real like, what about this? And what if we don't do this? And what if we don't do? Oh, you've had too much coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I used to talk
Doesn't
about
happen to me often though.
a couple times I'd have those panic attacks. It just felt like I was getting too cold, and then all my muscles would tense up.
Yeah.
Probably, I haven't had that in years. You know, also probably back then I wasn't even thinking about how much caffeine I was drinking.
yeah.
Could have added to that. Because it definitely, I feel you with that, Rocco. That was the big thing about having the anxiety of getting to our panel at RTX.
Yeah.
And we were late, and I'm just like, fuck these security guards. Oh, they're cops. Okay.
I did, yeah. sadly discover that I was having panic attacks later on in life, and I had to cut Red Bull out of my diet because I was like, this is not helping the situation at all. So now it's only coffee for me. And I still drink a lot.
Yeah, I'm still putting away 2 thermoses a day.
Now, when you mix the beans, you said you mix them. Do you have like, here's like 2 separate beans, or do you mix it all together and then blend it up?
Yeah.
Because that could be.
Oh, it's a gamble, right?
Yeah, you could get like a
hot dose.
Yeah, you could get a hot dose, exactly. All right, that's fine. Just curious.
No, and that's it. I brew my own stuff at home too, because I'm always buying dark roast.
Okay.
Now it's like dark roast and decaf.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, fair enough.
You guys playing any video games lately?
Yeah, old ones.
What you been playing?
Since I got back
Metal
from
Gear?
Anime Expo, it like reinvigorated me. Rocco singing on stage as Kiryu has made me go back to Yakuza 7 like a dragon. And like, man, I am in chapter 10 and the game just keeps going. I've been playing this game for 3 years, I think.
Is that the best Yakuza game in your opinion?
I love it. I love that it switched to a turn-based RPG. But I think 6 so far was always my favorite because it's got all those fucking wrestlers in it. Like Johnny knows Kenny Omega's in that one, I think. Beat Takashi, the director and actor, is in that one. There's all these like Japanese cultural things I love in 6, so I like that one a lot. And I might be conflating it again. Is that 5 or 6, chat? I think it's 6. But 7's great. I'm really excited to finish it though, so I can get to the next 2. Part of me thought like, oh, finish 7, actually go back and finish 6 because I'm right at the end of that too. Then do Man Who Erased His Name. Then do Infinite Wealth.
I don't know if I ever talked about it that I beat Infinite Wealth. Maybe I did. And I really liked it. I do love that it is the turn-based change in 7 was like 7 is my favorite. I think of all of them, but Infinite Wealth was really good, really solid game. Lots to do in it. It's got its own fake Animal Crossing simulator in it, where you could set up an island with other like criminals on it and have them do like funny stuff. There's games within the game. I thought it was a little dry compared to 7. 7 had this perfect blend of like funny stuff, emotional stuff, really in-depth things with all the different characters. And this one is just kind of like on one path. There's kind of one note, like, oh, we've got to find this person. And it's that the whole game. So I thought it was a little dry compared to the other ones. So it's not my favorite, but it was still a very solid game. I really liked it. Once I beat that though, there hasn't been like a lot of new games for me this year. I didn't mention this. I said I was going to talk about D23 on Creepy Old Crypt or whatever, but during that weekend, I actually went to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth concert.
Oh, there was a concert?
They did a concert in LA. I forgot I had tickets. I got them so long ago.
Oh, awesome.
So I left at one point to go up to LA to that. I still think that's probably my favorite game this year. I don't know if there's been anything with more to it than that.
Is that a 2024 release?
Yeah, that was February or March.
Yeah, that'll be my game of the year. I'm still in Junon area. No, I'm past that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite. I'm at all the Costa del Sol area.
That was by far the highlight of that concert, by the way, is they played all of the Junon, the procession.
Yes.
They played, I don't remember if it was when they came back from intermission or not, but it was like, all the patriotic
I love that part of the
Shinra
game.
industry. That was great.
That part of the game was super impressive for the PS5 too, because I'm looking at like 40 characters all on screen at once, all doing funny animations and stuff, and it was like, wow, this console can display that very well. Back in the day, remember frames started slowing down and shit? That was a fun part of the game where you have to recruit all of your guys for the market. Very, very cool and fun to see that in a live setting. They kind of did. The concert was whatever. I feel like every time I go to a Final Fantasy concert, I'm always like, I don't need to go to that. The best music in that game was when it would get like fucking butt rock, like like really kick in, and I kind of felt like I just heard Eris theme like 50 times at that concert. I don't need to hear that anymore. On piano, though? Did they do piano version?
Yeah. One Winged Angel. I think I've heard at every video game concert ever. But anyway, I still think that's my game of the year. But speaking of Final Fantasy, I thought, I've played the whole series at this point. I have opinions on all these things, but I'm like, the Super Nintendo ones are so valuable to me. That's like, some of my favorite stuff ever.
Yeah.
And I still have never beat 5 because that never came to the US. I played a little bit of it, but I never beat it. So that's what I'm playing right now is
nice.
Final Fantasy 5 from the Super Nintendo era. And it was the first game that really doubled down on the job system where you pick different jobs. Just like, that's another thing that's in Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, is you pick, I'm going to be a brawler. I'm going to be a, chef. And you get and acquire all these different things. Final Fantasy V kind of revolutionized that, where you totally program everybody. All right, you're a summoner, but you were a monk long enough that you have monk abilities, and things like that. And you could get really in the weeds on that. I don't know if the story is really that great, whatever, but I had never played it. I played it a little bit, but I never beat it. So that's what I'm playing right now.
Where are you playing that?
On Switch. I got they did a physical release like a year or two ago with all the old Final Fantasies on one cartridge. And that was a limited release on the Square Enix website, which was psycho because it was like, these are like extremely beloved. The first 6 Final Fantasies are like extremely beloved. Can I buy a cartridge with all of those? No, that was a limited thing 2 years ago. That seems incredibly dumb. And then literally like a week or two ago, they conceded. They went, we should just sell that wide release of memory. So it's up now. I think you can order it now. But for the last year or two, I had that. And I was like, why can't... My mom wanted to play all those. She's like, can I get a cartridge with all of those? Oh, you had to be on the Square Enix website a year and a half ago. Sorry. It just made no sense. But
so that's available now, though, right? You can get it on Switch.
Yeah, and they've been on there digitally too for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, but so I'm playing that now. I'll let you know what I think when I'm done.
What about you, Derek? What are you playing?
Well, I've tried so hard to get into Final Fantasy games, and it's never clicked for me. Even, when I was younger, maybe I was like too stupid to understand it. I went back and tried to play Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo Classic, because that was included on there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get into that one either. I think I played for like an hour and then died and had to go back to the beginning of the hour, and I was like, what? That
saves.
I guess I could have done like a save state.
You can rewind on that.
Yeah, you can rewind on that. But I think I was just so like soured by the experience. I might try the Secret of Mana if I ever go back to playing some Super Nintendo games.
That was a cool game.
I hear that's a good one. Currently, I'm playing V Rising. I think I talked about that previously on one of these shows that I was on. V Rising, they basically took my idea for Super Dracula World and have made it into a video game. And I'm not even mad because, hey, I was never going to make it. So I'm happy the idea exists. You get to play a vampire. It's open world, sort of. It's kind of like an isometric top-down. It almost looks like Diablo, where you're looking down upon your character.
Oh.
And it's a giant map, and you start with nothing. So it has these crafting elements where you can collect rocks and cut down trees to collect wood, and you can mine for like ore and stuff. And so not only are you fighting enemies, but you're collecting materials to build like the most awesome Dracula castle. And you just build like the most gothic shit. Like you build a place for your coffin where you can sleep. I've built a dungeon full of all of these prison cells so I can go out and capture people from the land. They have this element in the game where if you suck people's blood, different people have different valuable blood.
Okay.
And some people are warriors and have warrior blood, which will make you stronger. If you suck the blood of like an archer or ranger, you'll be stealthier.
Oh, nice.
But then they have blood quality, so it's like 50% good, 100% good. If you find somebody who's like 100% good, you can later on in the game, you can kind of like, like look into my eyes and hypnotize them and take them back to your castle, and then you put them in the cage, and then you can just fucking suck on them.
Whenever you
suck
need.
on them day, and you suck on them, you suck their blood, you can put it into a bottle so you can
take it with you.
have some fucking true blood
Snack
with you.
for the road.
I would like some to go.
Yes, the sanguine regeneration. And
great.
obviously, it depletes their life when you suck on them. But you can go fishing in the game. You can find a fishing rod, and then you can fish, and then you can feed your prisoners fish. I'll be like, here, chew on this, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
And that'll keep them alive.
You Renfield
It's
fuck.
Yeah, you Renfield motherfucker. You can actually make Renfields, like you can keep prisoners to drain for their blood, or you can make them your servants and then send them out to go get your materials.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then, you can like give them nice armor, give them nice weapons, so that when they go out, they're more likely to survive and actually come back. Because if you send them to an area that's too difficult, they'll just get killed.
This is the element of my favorite video game, The Phantom Pain, that I
Building
loved.
your army.
Building your mother base and sending
Yes.
them on, sending the individual soldiers on missions. Like, here, take these guns, take these stats, because I want you to come back with resources.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And what's cool is you have this master list of like 65 bosses. And it only shows you 5 at a time. You have to level up to see who's higher up on the list. But the bosses are on the map at all times. They're just free roaming the map.
Okay.
So when you unlock them, you can kind of like smell their blood, and it kind of vaguely gives you a trail. Almost like in Twilight Princess, when you were in dog mode, you could like smell trails.
Yeah.
You know, you could smell their blood, and it'll vaguely lead you to the area of the map where they are, but it's up to you to find them. But at any time when you're exploring the map, you might just randomly walk into one of these bosses. And it has, I think they did a partnership with Konami to have Castlevania characters in there. So I'm walking around and fucking like Richter Belmont is like walking through the fucking woods.
wow.
And I'm like, oh shit, no!
Not him.
No! I gotta like run away, you know? You could turn into a dog, you could turn into a bat, you could turn into a rat. These are all like abilities you unlock as you level up your character. So the rat allows you to like sneak around the villages, and the dog allows you to like run fast.
Is it retro graphics, like pixels, or is it like Diablo 3?
It's like
it looks
Diablo 4. It's like super
It's-
modern.
okay.
It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Are
Are you on Steam Deck with this or Switch?
I have it on PS5 actually.
Okay,
I
okay.
think it's available on everything. I'm really enjoying it. It's casual, but it's also difficult. Like fighting those bosses, that's fucking hard. But if you want to avoid that and just like collect resources and build like a super badass castle, it's really fun.
I love a game that gives you that option of like, I can casually grind, pick this up for 5 minutes at a time, just keep grinding shit, and then like, okay, I want to sit down for a session. We're going after a boss.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. And what I
That's
like
cool.
about it is nothing in it feels frivolous. Collecting the wood may sound dumb, but it's really valuable because you need that to build the materials for your castle.
You always
and,
need that. Okay.
like everything ends up serving a purpose. You're going to need to build a workshop to refine your rocks and your wood to build higher level items for your castle, which will eventually unlock like a potions laboratory so that you could start making like health rejuvenation potions. And there's garlic in the game. If you walk into a garlic farm, it'll affect you, but you can make a potion that'll make you impervious to garlic.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's like churches in the game, and if you walk in there, there's like the religious power of God will start depleting your health, but you can make a potion that will counteract that.
Yo.
You'll build a tailoring room where you can make better armor and clothes for yourself. So like everything ends up being like usable, from the grass that you find to the sheepskin, and it's just like very well thought out. I'm really enjoying V Rising.
I thought it was a roguelike, is it not? Like when you die, you come back as a different person?
You come back as the same vampire, but you drop all your items and they stay on the map for a limited amount of time. So then you can fight your way back there and collect all the items you dropped.
Okay.
But I usually do that. It's not required.
Okay, I've played games like that before. That was never an issue.
Roguelike to me is like you have to play the levels, but they change over and over.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I recommend it. That's what I've been playing for the last 2 or 3 months since it came out. I think it came out in like May or early June.
Character creation, or you just like choose?
Oh, character creation.
Oh, cool.
And it's inspired by, you could be like a Nosferatu style vampire. You could be like an Alucard style vampire. Dracula. Like it really pulls on the lore of movies and video games that came before it.
I'm getting this.
Are you?
Yeah, you convinced me.
Yeah, V Rising is really fun.
You convinced me on Hitman. I still haven't started it, but
So
yeah.
he's gonna get this, but not buy it.
yeah. I'm
He is
buy
gonna
it.
buy it.
Well, that happens.
I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna play it on the PPS in like 3 years.
play it for like 20 minutes or something.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of, I'm catching up on, like I said, an old game and stuff like that, but I'm trying to think of like what is on the horizon that I'm like waiting to play, and all I can think of is like that Zelda thing is out next month, which is cool.
What's this all?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, that you play as Zelda.
Yeah. Aside from that, though, I'm trying to think what else is like.
I'm excited for Mario Party, but I'm probably the only person here. But I love Mario parties. But yeah, I can't think of a single thing that
Nothing.
I am like.
Like Dead Rising, or I'm sorry, Dead Rising. Well, actually Dead Rising
That's
remake.
true.
That's cool. I do want to play that.
Yeah,
but,
me too. That's true.
But when is that? I can't remember.
Have you guys seen this like DLC? They're selling the costumes for Frank to wear in this. They're so dumb. Like the liquor from Resident Evil 2.
Oh wow.
Why would the main character look like a liquor?
Yeah, but I want to see.
And
you got my curiosity.
Liquors walk on all fours. This thing's just like with a big tongue, and it's just goofy.
No, I'm trying to think. I wasn't trying to say Dead Rising. I meant to say Death Stranding. If Death Stranding 2 comes out next year, then that's cool.
true.
But I mean, are we getting it next year? Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like right now, I personally feel like I haven't even thought about video games, which is crazy considering the line of work that we're in. But it's like, I got nothing.
There hasn't been a lot. I do feel like we're gonna see the Switch 2 any minute.
Do you think it's gonna be?
I think that's any minute now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I kind of was wondering, like, are they gonna announce it like into like November or some shit, but you think soon?
I think you're gonna see it in the next couple months, and then they'll be like, okay, March.
Yeah, I think they'll come out in March for sure.
Yeah.
But I just am curious when they actually tell us.
Hop on The Crew. I gifted it to you a few months ago, and I know you're busy, so it's fine. I'm not.
You're right.
Personally upset, but I do think you'd like it because it's super casual racing game.
See, that's what I needed. Yeah.
And I used to like racing games when I was a kid. You know, just like cars and stuff. And this one's really fun.
Yeah, and honestly, like,
takes place all over Hawaii, and it's like sports cars.
All right, I'll play that next. By next week, I'll play
and
it.
boats and stuff.
Review.
Yeah.
It is funny though. I know we've talked about this kind of subject before, and not trying to sound negative or anything, whatever, but it was kind of actually for me refreshing and borderline vindicating this week. We talked earlier about putting out that reel of clips of like our older IGN videos that we put on YouTube. Having that, seeing a lot of the comments that were like, wow, what a different time. It felt like there was a game every week that was like, oh shit, the Wolverine game is this week. Oh shit, this Gears of War is out this week. Oh shit. And seeing all these comments that were like, damn, they had like a cornucopia of things to make a video on. That felt so vindicating because to this day we'll still get comments that are like, why aren't you doing videos like the IGN ones like every week like that, or whatever? And I'm just like, well, yeah, I mean, you can't do it exactly like that because that doesn't exist.
Well, I've said for years, there's nothing really new in video games. That was a golden age of new technology, and like they were always introducing some new elements of video games. I just remember being a kid. Invisible walls were such a huge thing, and you would always think like, I wish I could just go over there. And I feel like that was an era when they started introducing like, go anywhere, Assassin's Creed, climb on anything. The Gears of War, the introduction of like finding cover, like just really innovative stuff. It was a golden age of video games. The systems that were coming out were like, I have to get this. I've never seen anything like this. And now, I do feel like everything that comes out, you're like, it's similar to this other thing. And you're like, I've kind of played that already.
They're not making jumps. They're not graphically leaping, like they used to.
I don't even know where they could go. Like, even my imagination is like, where do you go? I'm out of ideas. Like, what's the new frontier?
Yeah, and I'm not, I mean, I guess in an indirect way I am, but I'm not even talking about that as much as just the release calendar. Like, there's a big game, there's like 2-3 big games in a year. You know what I mean? Just development wise, it's like there's a couple big games at the beginning of the year, a couple big games at the end. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not an ongoing release calendar like it was at that point. Where you had, BioShock 2 this week. Oh, Gears of War next week. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's just corporate interests like every major industry. There's like, you go independent, and then you have this golden age, and then it's like, well, we need to make as much money as possible. We're going to do 10 sequels to this one property, which is kind of the maybe the era we're in now. I don't know.
They don't release games; they release skins and seasons and new, gambling.
But maybe I'm just
loot boxes.
out of the loop of what is happening in the world of video games, and maybe there is some cool stuff that we're just not finding. So, not gonna say. Well, I'm not gonna say video games are. There's nothing new coming out, I should say, but I'm just not finding it.
That's very true.
It's just not at the rate that it was at that point. Yeah. At the weekly rate.
Well, I also think that the time to turn on to make these games now are so long.
Exactly.
That it's impossible. It's impossible.
Drop a comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Put it in the comment section. What is the new hotness in video games?
Yeah, what are we missing?
What are we missing? Don't put any sequels. Give us the new stuff.
And don't tell me about a season, because I heard about the season of Fortnite. I've heard about it already.
You have.
Nobody watching this show is going to drop the season of Fortnite.
I've had a lot of people actually tell me, like, man, you shit on Fortnite, but like, yo, you should. It's different now. It's fun, and I'm sure.
a couple times I played it, it was fun.
Beck is playing with his friends online like every night. Like
they're into it now.
Yeah, super into it. So I hear him having fun. It sounds like fun. I don't know. I haven't played it.
I think too, now that I'm older, I've lost my online group of gamer friends.
Yeah.
I did used to play a lot more multiplayer games. I used to play Fortnite and PUBG and Call of Duty, Minecraft, and Diablo 3, but all of my online friends have like lives and families and they're just not online anymore. So it's like, I'm looking for like single player games. Yeah. Even V Rising has a multiplayer mode.
Oh, really?
Which I don't play, but I'll let you know. You can do an open map with on a server, and then there's other people like you building their castles, and you can raid each other's castles.
Oh, that's fun.
And you can destroy their castles too,
and kill them.
You won't kill them, but you'll kill their castle, which is
kill their
like
mood.
hours of
their
days of work, and they just show up. And they're like, "Where'd my castle? Somebody raided it and destroyed it."
That sucks.
Yeah, I turned that shit. I could not.
Yeah, fuck that.
At this point in my life, I don't need.
I don't need that aggravation. You kidding?
No, that's like I would play Bloodborne, and I would get invaded while I was fighting a boss, and some guy would just come fucking kill. That happens in Elden Ring a lot too. If you leave that on, you'll be in a boss fight, and it's like, oh my god, I've got him down to a sliver health. I'm almost about to do it. Some dude invades your game and just fucking kills you in one hit.
I think
sadistic.
Thanks, bud.
I think that was one of the worst releases of the year to be.
Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Is that what it was called? Shadow of the Erd Tree?
Yes.
It was too hard. And they know they messed up.
Agreed.
So yeah, too hard. Failure from all.
Johnny, you play that?
Just like wasn't fun.
Johnny beat it.
Oh,
too
yeah,
hard to be fun.
Let me add to it. Probably would have been better if it wasn't broken.
Johnny, you agree?
I don't think it was broken.
No, it was broken.
But it literally was.
The block didn't work.
The block.
I kept dying. I kept dying. So do you have an explanation?
Yeah, the shield. What else do you block with?
My shield works fine.
Yeah, the shield.
Your shit works fine.
Well,
I'm glad it worked for one person.
I guess you can adapt to a broken system. That's cool.
A product.
If the system's broken?
If a new iPhone came out.
System's broken? Yeah, real cute. You know what I'm talking about.
If the new iPhone came out and only one person's worked, that would be called a failure.
What's wrong with all your phones?
Yeah, that it would be. Tim Cook would say that to the crowd if every iPhone was broken. What's wrong with all your phones, guys?
No, but in all seriousness, Johnny, I know that you did hate the Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you actually kind of not care for it?
I think like the lore of Elden Ring is fantastic. I really don't like the boss systems. Like I feel like everything has a crazy delay. I feel like in the other games I'm like actively learning the boss patterns and having a good time, where Elden Ring I just felt was super cheap.
I said it was broken and the block didn't work. This is literally what I was saying.
But you can put it in easy mode, kind of. Like I cheesed out every boss, and that's fun.
That's how I beat most of the FromSoft games. Is I cheese it, or I ask for help from those ghosts, right? Yeah, and I mean, That's not cheating. That's a legit way to grind, build up the ability to do that, and then play the game.
Yeah, the creator of the game said that's how he plays it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in solo. Like maybe if I did some crazy build and I had, fucking hours and I could one-hand something, or one-hit something, I should say. Like I would challenge myself then, but I don't play it that way. I play that game to beat it once and walk away.
I'm getting a lot of get goods in the chat right now.
Oh,
Well, that was inevitable.
that was our
You're
fault.
bringing that up. That's
I don't get that reference.
Is that in the IGN era videos?
Get good?
Get
No,
good.
that was only in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, these
2 years.
games have only existed for that.
Yeah.
What do you mean by the delay, Bob? I don't know what I was gonna call you,
Oh.
Bobby.
When a boss swings, it'll take like a second.
Yeah,
Like
so-
they wind up a lot. I'm like, please stop.
So it's hard to time when they're gonna, cause it's like,
That would be cool if that was one boss. It's every boss in Elden Ring.
that's them on purpose going, all right, everyone's used to how you fight this way. Now let's make them fight with just a second and a half is gonna fuck them all up. Wow, that's cool. They're cool. I like the devs over there from. I said it.
Oh, that was it. That was more than I thought, but that was the end.
I like them. Good guys. Pissing off all the gamers out here.
Speaking of the end, let's wrap this up. I think we've done a great show.
Stick around for the after show. We'll talk about some more stuff. There's some movies we can talk about further in the after show.
We'll talk about Olympics for you.
Hell.
It's over.
I know, but you're still wearing the hat.
Please, God, no. 4 years. We have 4 years to not think about it.
We have like a year and a half, bro, because this Winter Olympics is right around the corner.
I don't
gonna get
care.
annoying.
I know you don't care, but I
It's so.
don't care about all the things you talk about.
Sometimes
I do, sometimes I don't.
Barely talk about anything. Now you don't care about anything I talk about.
I said some of the things.
Wow. You said all the things. I mentioned one thing you talk about. You mentioned everything.
I didn't
talk
say everything.
about. Wow. My entire personality versus the Olympics. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, that's not what I.
Wow. Stick around for the after show because we're gonna fight.
I'm not even gonna be here for it. I'm not
You
even gonna fucking be. What, Rocco? What?
I got a few things I got to say.
Ah! Go ahead.
First of all, like we mentioned earlier, guys, Mega 64 Nighttime Blu-ray, please go pick that up. I don't mean to sound like this guy again, but a couple weeks ago we brought up this scammer asshole that ruined our tipping system on Twitch. I'm still getting BS from that every single day.
Dude.
So any way you could support the show,
Soul
is
sucking.
very appreciated. But just aside from that, the Blu-ray I think turned out really great. So, and again, that whole era, 2007, 2009, this has more videos than any other time release that you want to say, from us in that series.
Sure.
It's got so many videos from that era, and other than 2 short videos, no overlap with any other release. Because I've had some people like, oh, how much of this is in the Master Collection? There's 2 videos, 2 shorts
Of the
out of over 100 that are in this collection.
pretty good.
And hours of extras that aren't on any other release on top of that. So go pick that up and get the Ultimate Fright Edition that comes with a book and a poster, and the book is signed if you order it this weekend. So you want that. So go pick that up. Patreon.com/Mega64. We have stuff every week. We do a little extra bit of this podcast. If you want a little more podcast every week, you'll get that. Plus Movie Club, Sean's Record Club. We released the full hour of footage from our walk to Karl Strauss. The complete journey is there. We're always releasing uncut footage and weird stuff that no one else gets to see. That's on Patreon. And I want to let everybody know we'll be at PAX. PAX in Seattle. It's really only kind of a couple weeks away at this point.
That's right. Right around the corner.
We will be there the entire weekend. That's Labor Day weekend. We'll be there. We have a panel Friday night. So if you can only go one day, I would say get the Friday ticket. I think it's still available. PAX in Seattle, PAX West. Hope to see you all in Seattle. Want to let everybody know.
Yeah. This episode of Record Club, Jenny was on, and I'm not going to say what she said, but I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed on camera. So you want to watch that? If you want to watch that, check out our Patreon.
What'd she say?
I'm not going to tell you, but I was very red. Anyways, stay tuned. And yeah, all things Rock was said. And if you're watching live, then stick around. We'll be on for the post show next. So don't go anywhere. Johnny, bait us up. Oh.
Holy oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, iron, important for sure. Remaking the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Sorry. So what I was gonna say is who the fuck cares? But obviously a lot of people do, but I don't. Starfield DLC. It would make me more likely to play Starfield for sure if they released DLC that cut about 80% of the content from the game. I don't know if they've ever done that before though. Maybe if they made the universe like a little smaller, I would check it out for myself. The universe as it is right now is too big. I don't see myself playing it. Would you play Starfield if it was the size of It's a Small World? You mean like approximately 8 minutes long? Yeah. It would make me more likely to play it, I think. Thank you for asking. I did see that Aiden Ross is going to interview Kim Jong-un. I will be paying attention, obviously, because I would like to know the exact moment that World War III starts so that I can get the high ground, I guess. I don't know what's going to save me, but teleport me. No, I think it's a joke. Thoughts on the Mike Babcock situation? It's so funny. For anyone that's not familiar, Mike Babcock is an NHL coach. He got fired like 2 or 3 years ago, and it came out one of the reasons he got fired is for fostering a toxic culture, like asking rookies to publicly rate everybody else on the team based on their perceived level of effort in training and the games. Kind of a rough position to put like an 18-year-old kid in. Anyway, he got hired this summer by the Columbus Blue Jackets and just got fired before having even played a game. The allegation that turned out to be true, apparently, is that he was asking players for their phones, and then he would use like Apple AirPlay to look at all their photos to quote-unquote see what kind of person they are in their home life. Which is crazy, for one. And then it came out yesterday, the GM, so the guy who hired the coach, was like, yeah, maybe I should have known like not to hire him, because when we did the hiring process, he asked to see my phone to look through my photos and see what kind of a guy I am. And you're like, really? He did it to his boss too, and his boss was like, sure, no problem. It's just crazy. So you ever see I forget the name of it, but it's that insane Netflix true crime documentary where like in the 70s, this family, their daughter gets kidnapped by their neighbor, and then they phone call him and they're like, you know, hey, bring our daughter back. And they're like, sure. And he brings her back, and then he has an affair with the mom. And then they're interviewing the dad about it, and the dad is like, I'm ashamed to admit it, but, you know, in a moment of weakness, I had an affair with him as well. And you were like, really? The dude who kidnapped your daughter, both parents had an affair with him? Like, this is... But after the Mike Babcock stuff, now I get it. By the way, did you see... I saw there was a viral Twitter thread that was like, what's your favorite, what do you think is the funniest movie moment this year? Of course, everybody's posting moments. I'm not insulting them. They are funny. Chris Pine failing a critical role while being a bard and then just melting. That one's pretty good. But then the funniest comment that I saw is, it's a little bit older, so it may not qualify. but for me, the funniest moment in cinema is when, in The Whale, the pizza delivery guy gets disgusted when he discovers that his regular client who orders a pizza from him every single day is a big fat guy. And I was like, it's a good point. Night, he opens the door and he's like, fat? You're like, of course. What do you think? Come on, man. The end of the movie's very funny too. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I have seen that scene many times. I think I gotta see it. I don't know. I'm not allergic to a movie that takes itself seriously, but I think that I might find something in there. Hey, did you guys see that there was that missing stealth fighter? And the dude, before he hit the ejection seat, he put the plane into autopilot? Oh, they found it. Okay, that's good. They found it in the mountains this morning. Did it land or did it crash? It crashed? RIP. RIP to our tax dollars. I believe that a pilot took it out for a flight and had to bail. But it's equipped with incredibly cutting-edge stealth technology. So after he ejected from the plane, it became borderline impossible to find it using like conventional reconnaissance methods. You can see how like a missing fighter jet might be like kind of a problem. He wants to be American so bad. Europeans, when I say something about America, they're like, shut up, you are American. Americans, when I say something about America, shut up, you're Canadian. That's basically French. Like, there's no winning, man. I didn't mean like someone was gonna get the fighter jet and like fly it. I just meant like, you know, what if the autopilot became sentient and then did like an aggressive maneuver towards a foreign government and like undermine the balance of power, geopolitically speaking? Like, that would be pretty bad too. That's the movie Stealth. That's what happens if Ask Jeeves gets a hold of the F-35 Raptor. Yeah, you're not supposed to stand there for that one. Did you see Ludwig ratio your tweet? Yeah, but being famous, that's not a legitimate ratio, in my opinion. Ludwig is like at least 5 times more famous than me, so a true ratio from Ludwig would need to be proportional to his follower count. He would need to at least 5x. It was for this very sponsored stream? What did I do to deserve that? What did he say? Listen, I'm just saying, if you put me and Ludwig in the same era, I'm taking LeBron. It's that simple. Quite frankly, I'm not sure I trust anybody who says otherwise. He says he likes the game! The streamer texted me the frick back! He said he didn't text because he was away at a retreat because he plays professionally the viola instrument. I said, I'll promise you this. If you check my mathematical calculation, I think you'll find the mathematic is right every time. Funny guy. It honestly, I like it because it brings me back to millennial humor. Like, Gen Z is finally interfacing with millennial humor against their will. Millennial humor is just quoting funny things, and that's exactly what this era of popularity has brought us back to. I don't think I'm ready for the grimoire. I think we got to do that next day. Thoughts on Dan going back on TV? People have been in my chat saying Dan's trending on Twitter today. Thoughts on Dan going on like some show? Is anything like confirmed? Is anything shouted out? Or is it all speculation from the Big Brother stands out there? Because I couldn't take it if this was a one-guy situation. He's going on Amazing Race with Julie Chen as his partner. I think Dan would do great on the Amazing Race. I also think you made that up, but it, you know, just things you would love to see, though. Oh! Well, we're riding on an emotional high! Exclamation point, Ravens watch. You can defeat the boss. The boss is not undefeatable, I promise. I would like to continue to see the shores of Storm Island, which is the new content that has just made it out earlier this month in Ravens Watch. It's available now. Check it out for yourself. I've never seen this before. I'm very scared, though.
Yeah. Me at my kid's 14th birthday party. I'm like a cool dad drinking a seltzer. How you kids doing? Anybody need a ride? You wanna go home? They're talking of...
I've been saving that one all day, man.
I wish it was targeted. Echo Form? I don't know if we need Echo Form. Apparently it's not the best card in the game. Okay, you gotta go. Mommy's calling you. It was nice to hang out, though. We'll watch Smallfoot, okay? All right, later. All right,
Go bye. Bye. I've been saving that one all day, man.
Oh, that's fucking funny, man. Oh.
How do you drop it? You just waited all day to drop that one? Yeah, I saw that like 40 minutes ago. I've just been waiting for the end.
That's really good.
It's a good one. You work with that one. Yep.
Here, Chad, I'll show you too, but later. So this is what Chibli dropped in the Discord raid as he said bye. Was this this image? Oh man, it's really good. I don't have the money for that, man. That's gotta be, I don't even know, it's like 1,000,000 carats or something. Is this real? Like, his face looks like photoshopped on in the first picture, man. That's... Oh, that's crazy. Oh man. Look. Oh, I don't know what to say. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. This is not real. I mean, obviously the gem is not real. But you're right. Like, what? This seatbelt. This seatbelt is like coming over his right shoulder, but then there's a guy like over here. How does that make any sense? It's not right, man. Something's not right. He's got like a pivoting chair or something. The guy is photoshopped, man. The guy is photoshopped. Obviously, I know the gem is not a real gem, but like this is the world's longest seatbelt, man. Oh, dude. Oh. It's like he's looking out the car door. I have no idea why this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I don't know what it is that makes that so funny, but it's really funny. Oh man. They got me. There's something. I was laughing like Sips watching the clip of Justin trying not to burp.
I need to watch this Justin clip? Okay, hang on a second. Let me just see this. What is it?